Hello everyone and welcome back to my Christmas card series for this year. Today for day 2 we are going to use this stamp set from Mama Elephant called Fuzzy Hugs and a die from Simon Says called the Birch Tree Cover Up Window Die. So first here I have a panel of Bristol Smooth cardstock that I'm going to do some ink blending on using my Distress ink cubes. I'm using Wilted Violet and Spun Sugar to create a gradient background to go behind my die cut panel. So I'm going to just keep blending that until I get the look that I'm going for. I'm kind of going for like a winter sky sort of sunset scene here. And I'm going to keep putting my my die cut over that to make sure that I have enough of the panel covered that it's going to fit behind that die. And once I get that all done, we're going to get ready to cut out our panel. So I'm going to take a piece of Neenah Solar White 110 pound cardstock and I'm going to cut out that die. And I just love how detailed this is. It has lots of little intricate pieces that really give you a nice window scene here. I'm going to just use my tweezers to pop out all of those pieces that we don't want. And we end up with a really nice window scene here for our background. So now we're going to take our stamp set here, Fuzzy Hugs, and I chose to do the 2 bunnies because I thought they were super cute, and we're going to get into the coloring. So I have a piece of Neenah Solar White cardstock here because I'm going to do some Copic coloring, and I'm going to use my Memento Tuxedo Black ink to do that because it is a Copic friendly ink. Get this cute couple stamped down here. And now we're going to get into the coloring and I'll come back and we'll finish up this card together. Okay, now that we have these colored in, we are going to take the coordinating dies and cut them out using our die cutting machine, and we'll get ready to place them on our panel. So I decided that I wanted to add just a little bit of a hill on my card here because when I placed them on there, it looks like they were floating in the air. So I just took a piece of Neenah Solar White cardstock here and I just cut a really simple hill using my scissors. So I had a place for them to stand, and I felt that that looked a lot better than having them kind of floating up into the trees. Next, I'm going to take a sentiment from that from that same stamp set that says Fuzzy Hugs and Warm Wishes. and I'm gonna get a card base cut out using some 110-pound Neenah. Gonna score that at 5.5 for a top folding card panel, card base. And then we can get to assembly. So I'm gonna use some Fawn liquid glue to get my panel glued down here for my back piece. And then I'm going to take some 3M foam tape. I'm going to go in with my Sakura white gel pen and my Stardust glitter pen to add some little snow details there in the background. Just add a little something in there. I thought maybe it could use a little bit of that in the background so you could see that it was winter. Now I'm going to take my 3M tape and I'm going to attach this top panel. I wanted to give it just a little bit of dimension because this is a fairly flat card. Again, I'm going to try to make most of my cards flat so they'll be easier to mail. I've got some family overseas that I want to send these to, so the flatter the better. And I'm using some Doris 3M foam strips to add to these skinnier panels because they were the perfect size to fit behind these trees, so we could have a nice even place for these panels to sit. One last tree here and we'll get this placed on our card panel. Again, I was super thrilled to bring you guys this series. I've got so many ideas and there are so many adorable things that came out this year for Christmas. Oh, I can't wait to use them all. Well, what I have. If I could use them all, I definitely would. So I get that all lined up. I had a little bit of an overhang, so I just took my scissors and trimmed that off. And I'm going to use that same Fawn liquid glue to attach my little hillside here. And again, the same. And I want to apologize. I think my video cut out. I'm not sure what happened. So I glued the couple down using the same Fawn glue. And the sentiment is stamped with some Versafine Onyx black ink. And I was just going in here with some Nuvo crystal drops in Simply White and adding just a few drops here and there to look like snowfall. And then I did take my warm gray markers W1 and W3 to add a little bit of shadow underneath the couple there so it didn't look like they were floating again. And that will finish up this card for today. I want to thank you guys so much for coming by and watching. Day 3 will be up and available on Friday, so stick around for that one. It is one of my favorites so far this year. I absolutely adore it, and you'll understand why whenever we get to it. So again, thanks for coming by. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell, and I'll see ya. Bye!